Okay, so video 2, I'm back, surprisingly. So, as usual, it's just gonna be a look that I'm just kinda coming up with as I go. Like, sometimes I get, like, inspiration or plans for looks, but, like, even then I don't have something, like, planned. So, starting with the NYX Hydro Touch Primer. After, of course, like, all my skincare and moisturizer and everything. I feel like I'm talking so loud over the air conditioner. Okay. Usually I don't put it like on my hands and do it that way. I don't know why I did it that way. Usually I just put it like directly on my face and like put it on that way. That way there's not like a bunch all over my hands and more of it goes to my face. And then for foundation, I'm gonna be mixing the Light 42 Neutral Kat Von D with my Lancome Tinted. It's 90 IVON, whatever that means, whatever shade that is. And then I have my NYX brush. I really need to clean my brushes, that's really bad. Clean your brushes. So, I'm gonna start with like a little bit. And then more so of this one. I feel like I have way too much. We shall find out. I like a brush better than a beauty blender still. Have not gone back to a beauty blender. I want to try the silicone ones just because I feel like those don't soak up product, obviously. So if any of you have tried a silicone one, let me know how your results were because I might look into that. I feel like my brush does suck up a lot of foundation. And I just want something new. But since switching to a brush and not a beauty blender, I have been buying foundation less often as well, and I wear a full face every day, or close to every day. And then concealer, it's been a while, but I got the Kat Von D white concealer again. It's been like a good couple years. And then for this, I usually do like using a beauty blender, but I don't have one at the moment. I feel like this is gonna come out really dumb, but let's give that a whirl. Because I do feel like it's tougher to blend with a brush, but I gotta work with what I have. I do have a mini one somewhere that I should find because it's good for concealer, but I don't know where that is. Yeah, this isn't blending too great just because I'm using a brush. Very dirty brush. So I feel with concealer, with a brush, you can't get it, I don't know what word I'm looking for. You can't get it where you want it, I guess. Kind of spreads it, and it feels cakey, which isn't really good. But with the Kat Von D, well, like normally with my foundation, I don't powder my face. I just use setting spray normally, but with the Kat Von D, I at least have to powder under my eyes or else it gets kind of messy. With my Lancome one, it doesn't do that. And I forgot I got a new concealer brush, so I don't know why I just used my foundation one. But I am gonna use that to powder at least. I literally feel so dumb, I just got this brush. And I'm like, yeah, a new concealer brush. Doesn't even use it. And I am using the NYX translucent powder. And I'm just doing under my eyes because I don't like the way powder looks under my whole face. Because I don't like that, I don't like a matte look just because it looked kind of chalky on me. Let's see, then I'm gonna spray my face. Actually, I might not spray my face. I think I lost my setting spray. I'm a mess here. Yeah, I really don't know what happened to my setting spray. That's sad. So that's dumb. So I guess I am gonna lightly powder my face. That way my contour could go on smoothly without getting harsh lines. I'm gonna really tap off my brush. Just do a little bit. Okay, maybe a little more than a little bit. So yeah, it's just the NYX translucent stuff. I love this stuff. For contour, I'm going to use the Dermablend Bronze Camo. And I'm going to use my NYX brush. With contour, I go very lightly, because once you get too much, it's harder to blend it in and get rid of. You could always add more. Sometimes I do it with the natural contour of my face, sometimes I don't, sometimes I use gray, sometimes I use pink. Do whatever you want. For blush, I'm gonna use, probably my favorite to use for blush, it's Safe Word in the Kat Von D Bondage, wow, Fetish palette, close enough. I'm gonna use this brush. Kind of go right over my contour, but very light. That one came out very dark. So I'm gonna go back in with my fluffy brush and just kind of try to blend it in. Sometimes if I want like a closer bristled brush that I don't have, I will just like hold the bristles closer to kind of tighten that up a little to get in there. I need to go brush shopping. And then I forgot to contour my nose. I use, the smaller the brush, the better. I'm pretty sure that touched a color last, so I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one. And I do it really subtle because I used to do it really intense to try to really contour it, because I thought the more intense it was, like, the smaller my nose looked and the more contoured it looked. But really it's just about like how well you blend it, I've figured out. So if you do it more subtle, you still get that shadow and like contour effect, but it doesn't look like two lines there, I guess, was what I'm trying to say. And then I'm gonna highlight. My friend surprised me with the Jeffree Star Diamond Wet new contour, or wow, new highlight. They ended up not liking it on them, but said it would look good on me, so they just kind of gave it to me. So let's see. I am going to use that brush. I had a teeny tiny fan brush that worked really well for highlight, and don't know where that went. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit here, teeny bit here. Because also, if you put too much highlight on your nose, you're gonna create the opposite effect you were going for if you're trying to contour it really well, like I tried doing. And I'm holding the brush further down, so that way I'm not pressing as hard, because I'm holding it further. Tiny bit. my forehead because I have a tiny forehead, a 2 head. Okay, then I'm gonna do my eyes. So since I already have like foundation and powder and everything on, and I put it on my eyelids, I'm not gonna use primer. Just for the fact that all that's already over there and I don't need it to stay a long period of time. It's not like I'm working or anything today. I'm just off, like, doing makeup. So I'm not gonna prime my eyes. I don't even know what I'm doing with my eyes yet. Yeah, like usual, I don't ever have anything planned. I'm gonna do lips first. So there's these two NYX ones that I really like. They're both the liquid suedes. One is Brooklyn Thorn and the other one is Sandstorm. And I'm gonna start with Brooklyn Thorn. I rarely use lip liner just because I don't have any. Well, I have a few, but I don't know. Like, I'm a fan of it. I just don't really use it. I don't really pay attention to my camera. Still getting used to this whole like YouTube and taking videos thing. It's not my thing, but we doing it. Then I'm gonna take Sandstorm and blend it to the middle. Like that. And let's see, what am I gonna do next? I think I'm gonna do brows next. Usually brows for me make or break my look, so if I get that down first, I could either redo them before I do like my eyeshadow and everything, or just leave them. I got out everything that I needed, and of course, my favorite. And then I use a teeny tiny angle brush from e.l.f., which also really needs to be cleaned. And let's see, what brow shape do I want to do today? Let me start by moving this, because I can never get a good camera angle when doing brows, and I usually also mess it up. But I'm just gonna tap like the tip of it in there. Not getting too much, because if you get too much and go to do it, you're gonna make a mess, like it's gonna go everywhere. So you wanna keep it so you can control it and kind of scrape off the sides. I recently shaved my brows off. Like, I'll shave them off, grow them back, shave halves off, grow them back in, shave the whole thing off. So like a few weeks ago I shaved them off, but you can still see the shape of them since they've grown back a little bit. So I'm gonna start where they are supposed to start. Oh, see, you can't even see. Stupid camera. There we go. So I'm gonna start with a line for like the general shape I want it, and then try to copy that on the other side. Try to copy it on the other side. So what I do is, because you can't really like look at the other one while you're looking at the one you're doing, so what I do is while I'm like doing it,